Can we talk? Of course we can talk, but can we really talk? Let's talk about bullying. Hi, I'm Shantae, creator of Parenting Special Needs magazine. I'm also a mother to 2 children, and my youngest daughter has special needs. October is National Bully Prevention Awareness Month, and their slogan is Stomp Out Bullying. I think stomping out bullying is never easy, and I think it's even more challenging and difficult when you have a child with speech and expressive language delays. Today I thought I'd share with you our experiences, or my daughter's experiences, that we've had with bullying over the years to help you all see that there's different forms and various degrees of bullying. When our daughter was in the 1st grade, she had a paraprofessional. And I don't believe that the paraprofessional cared very much for my daughter. And she talked to her with a tone and more of a demeaning manner that my daughter, of course, could not articulate, but kind of reacted to. We could never really figure out exactly what was going on. We had some suspicions, but we could never pinpoint anything. And it wasn't until later in the year when our older daughter got a friend and we were meeting the parents, and the mother said, "Does your younger daughter have an aide?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "I've seen them in the hallway at school, and I don't know that she's very nice to her." And then that kind of put some things together that, helped us go ding, ding, ding. Yes, oh, she's not very nice to our daughter, and other people are seeing it. So maybe that's what's creating some of the behavior issues. And the second incident occurred with my daughter kept coming home from school. She was in the 2nd grade. We had moved to a new town, and we were in a new school. And she kept coming home telling me her shoes hurt, her toes hurt. She pointed to her feet and said hurt. And I kept buying new shoes. I kept trying every shoe under the sun to see what might work. I kept, seeing what was going on and never really got to the bottom of it until we were at a carnival and my daughter was afraid of this young boy. He was from her special ed class, and I think he was in the class adjacent to hers. And she was standing behind my leg saying, "No, no," which was very unusual for her. She normally likes to go and do, and she would not go with her big sister. She stood behind me and was like, "No, no," like she was really afraid. And I couldn't figure it out. I asked the teachers, I asked the aides, I asked the other parents if anybody knew anything, and nobody could tell us anything that was going on. So I just went on. And a couple weeks later, I happened to go to school and have lunch with my daughter. And while sitting at the lunch table with some of the other friends or kids in her class, one of the little girls said, "You see that boy over there?" And she was pointing to the young boy that we had seen at the carnival. And she said, "He steps on her toes almost every day in lunch line." I said, "What do you mean he steps on her toes?" And she said, "He kind of stomps on them." I said, "Doesn't the teacher do anything?" And she said, "No, the teacher doesn't see it." Well, there explained why my daughter's toes were hurting her. And why she was afraid of that young man. She wasn't able to tell me what was going on, but that was what was going on. So we did address it and make sure someone was more aware of what happens in the lunch line. And I'm sharing these with all of you because I want you to not have to have issues like this with your children if at all possible. And I know that sometimes they can't express themselves. So I'm hoping that you can help your children figure out ways to express themselves when they seem off, and perhaps also go into school occasionally and meet some of the kids that are around your children. Maybe they'll share information when things seem like they're not exactly correct. We have to be our children's voice. Sometimes we have to hear them through their behaviors. I hope this is helpful to you. I hope that we can end bullying and we can all practice being kind to one another. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.